Hello there guys, good afternoon. Today I will be discussing my own review on UFC 264 Dustin Poirier versus Conor Mcgregor 3, which is the last fight that they are having. I will only talk about 3 fights. The first one from the main card, Sean O'Malley versus Moutinho. The co-main event, Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. And the main event, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. So, let us start off with Sean O'Malley versus Moutinho. Now, in the whole fight, Sean O'Malley dominated because of his excessive strikes against Moutinho. But I can see what's funny there is that Sean O'Malley does basketball moves to distract Moutinho. But Moutinho had a good game because of his face and chin. He didn't get knocked out at that time. Not until the third round where the referee stopped the fight due to TKO. So, what could I say about this fight? Sean O'Malley has improved on his last fight against Thomas Almeida. And now he's coming back after his one loss against Marlon Chito Vera, which I don't know if they're gonna have a rematch so that Sean O'Malley could gain his revenge against Marlon Chito Vera. But for now, on the interview with Joe Rogan, he's calling out Petr Yan, the former UFC bantamweight champion. But he has to wait for that because Aljamain Sterling and Petr Yan will have a rematch. The next one, the co-main event, Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. Now, Stephen Thompson, I haven't seen him fight for a long time, despite I like how he fights. He has practiced karate for so long and he used it throughout his kickboxing and UFC. He is the only person in his division who gets an undefeated record of his kickboxing than Israel Adesanya, which both of them have different weights. The difference is, Israel Adesanya has losses, but Stephen Thompson really did his game well because he's undefeated. When UFC, he isn't. And Gilbert Burns, the last time he fought was against Kamaru Usman. He got finished by him. But in his fight now with Stephen Thompson, he started to improve his jiu-jitsu. Both these fighters executed well on the strikes, but Gilbert Burns dominated the whole 3 rounds due to his grappling. One of them was about to get knocked out, but in fact, Stephen Thompson landed a spinning hook kick on Gilbert Burns and didn't even finish him off because Gilbert Burns was still up and he was trying to land some bombs to knock out Stephen Thompson because Gilbert Burns has a good boxing background and his hands are made of stone. So the whole fight ended up in decision and the winner is Gilbert Burns. Well played to the both of them because I like these 2 fighters. Which brings in to my 2 favorite fighters as well from the main event, which I'll be talking about now. Now, for the last time, Dustin Poirier will fight Conor McGregor for the last time. But before I talk about the latest fight, let's go back to their first fight in 2014. Conor McGregor dominated the fight on Dustin Poirier using his left hand to knock Dustin Poirier out. It was a left hook, in fact, and then finished him with ground and pound. Now, the first fight, I can see that Conor McGregor is using his karate stance. In fact, I don't know if he finished his black belt in karate, but he did some karate training. And he does well on his boxing. So, at the first fight, Conor McGregor dominated against Dustin Poirier. Now, let's go to the second fight where they were in Abu Dhabi. Dustin Poirier has actually improved so much that his boxing became a high class against Conor McGregor because Conor McGregor didn't really use his karate stance at the time. He's mostly a hands-up guy instead of doing that karate stance. And in the second round, Dustin Poirier dominated the fight via TKO against Conor McGregor. And now we talk about the latest fight. The last fight. It will happen. Now, it ended up in the first round, where Conor McGregor came back with his karate stance. And that I feel so proud to see Conor McGregor in a karate stance again. Because at that time, I knew he would win. Somehow, he would win. In fact, I like both Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. Both of them southpaw. Both of them have good hands. And Conor McGregor has good feet because he knows how to kick a lot. But in this case, Dustin Poirier could have won the fight because he could have dominated in the ground and used ground and pound. But before that, Dustin Poirier took down Conor McGregor and did a guillotine, which I thought he would win. I was like, what? Oh my god, what? Something like that. But Dustin Poirier is a black belt in BJJ and knows how to escape there. And I remembered the fight between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Dustin Poirier. He could have won as well using guillotine. But in this case, it ended up differently. Not until the last 5 seconds where Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier landed left straight to each other, but both of them missed. But something happened. Conor McGregor's left foot got twisted, and Dustin Poirier had a chance to dominate the fight until he finishes Conor McGregor, or when the referee stops him. So, after the first round, Dustin Poirier won the fight due to doctor stoppage. In this fight, I actually kind of find it boring because none of them finished each other. The third fight ended up in doctor stoppage. Conor McGregor got injured, but no one in the fight, in the main event, finished each other. But at the time when Dustin Poirier was dominating Conor McGregor due to his ground and pound, he could have won, but the referee didn't stop him yet. So, the last fight for me was actually boring. But for those who think that the fight is awesome, okay, but the way I find it compared to the last two is boring. None of them finished each other off. Okay, this is my review on UFC 264, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. So have a nice day ahead of you, and stay safe.